This is the plaintiff, Stephen Josh Fasano. He says he left his Kia Sportage at the defendant's repair shop as collateral on a Jeep he was purchasing from him via a payment plan. The defendant then started complaining he had no room to store it. Told him he was tired of being chump changed, and when he went to check on his Kia, the defendant sold the thing on him. He can't believe the nerve of this guy and is not about to let him get away with stealing his car, so he's suing for the $5,000 it cost him. This is the defendant, Jeff Clay. He says the plaintiff brought his Kia in for repair, and he told him it wasn't worth fixing. Then he sold him a 1994 Jeep Grand Cherokee and told him he had 30 days to get the Kia off his lot because he has limited parking and the thing was an eyesore. He ended up going to Georgia to visit his dad, and when he returned, the Kia was gone. He has no idea what happened to it, but does know one thing, that he owes the plaintiff diddly squat. He's accused of kicking a Kia out. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $450, the balance owed on the Jeep.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff left his Kia at the defendant's repair shop for collateral on a Jeep and claims the defendant sold it right out from under him. But the defendant says the plaintiff essentially abandoned it. It's the case of see ya, Kia.
Thank you, Stephen Josh Fasano.
Yes.
You are suing Jeff Clay and Jeff's Auto Car Care, represented here by Mr. Clay, who is the owner.
Yes.
For $5,000, the amount you paid for a 2000 Kia Sportage, because according to you, it got towed thanks to his negligence. You are counterclaiming $450 that you say he still owes you on a car sale. What's going on?
Well, I brought my car to his shop for repairs. And,
how long ago?
I guess maybe a couple months. Okay. And he said he couldn't fix it. He said he was trying to change the sensors in my Kia, and there's one that he couldn't find, or he couldn't like reach or something. So he said, "Well, this car's a piece of crap. So I'm going to sell you another Jeep." So he sold me a different Jeep. I gave him like $750 in installments, but I still have like a balance of $450. So when I went back there to pay him the rest of the money, my car wasn't there. And he said that he took the car.
When did you buy the car?
I guess sometime in September or August.
September. Well, I need to know specifics.
September.
You bought the car in September, and you're supposed to pay the remaining $450 when?
As soon as I got the money up. And I told him I couldn't pay him because I was saving money for my apartment.
Okay, that's not usually how a car sale goes. Okay, that pay me when you can. It's usually there's a time. You're telling me there was no time for you to pay the $450?
There was no time.
Okay, watch this. Was he supposed to pay the $450 within a certain amount of time?
First of all, I want to say it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
For two. What's your last name again? Whatever his last name.
Fasano.
I did work for him, previously.
Just answer my question. Was he supposed to pay the $450 within a certain amount of time?
Yes, he was.
Of course. And what was that time?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. All right. So then 3 weeks come and go, and he doesn't pay you the $450.
He's ducking me, dodging me. He leaves his car, takes his plate off, scrape the stickers, leave the car on the street.
But why
that's
is
not
the
my
Kia
responsibility.
being? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm wondering is why is the Kia at your shop?
Well, what happened was he brought the car there for an inspection. Right. The car it had no brakes, plexiglass in the window. It just needed numerous work. It just needed a lot of work done. So, oil leaks. So I said, listen, man, it's a no-go show. I have a customer that has a Jeep. I'm being straight up. I buy this Jeep for $500. It needs a few dollars worth of work. I'll put the money into it, fix it. He's stressing me. I can't get to work. I need this. I bought the vehicle. My son is my witness because I was actually buying it for him. But he didn't really wanted it because he saw something else. But besides the point, I put a few dollars into the car. Say, here, I'll sell this to you for $1,200. Meanwhile, where's the money that you had? Because initially the work that I was going to do, it was maybe $600. Where's the initial $600 that you had supposed to have for the Kia being worked on? Oh, well, when I fixed the Jeep, well, I only have $450. Oh, come on. So I'm like, you know what? The kindness of my heart, I did it again. Okay, listen, I'm giving you 3 weeks to get this car to hit and pay me my money.
Okay, so how much did he pay you before you released the car?
He paid me $400 that day.
And then you released the car and the title to him?
He gave me another $100.
Okay, but so you released the car to him and the title and everything.
You know, out of kindness of my heart. Look,
no, that's not kindness of your heart. It's stupidity of your brain. It's a distinction.
You're right about that too.
Okay, because this is not your brother who's starving and you're giving him food. That's kindness of your heart. Working at a soup kitchen is kindness of your heart. Making a bad business deal is not kindness of your heart. It's foolishness of the brain. All right, so go on. So then he makes payments up to what's missing, which is $450.
Yes.
All right, so now, why isn't the Kia off your property? That's the part I'm not understanding.
I have pictures for evidence as well.
Okay.
Where he left it on the street. There's 2 flat tires. My landlords, harassed me about it. I moved the Kia off the street. Like I said, I have evidence onto the lot, one of my parking spots or whatever that, I usually park car. It still became a problem with my landlord. Look, you got to move this car. No plates. Oil leaking all over the place.
But why? Okay, but how come he didn't just take it that day when you're selling him the other car? Why didn't you?
He didn't take it.
Right,
he
but
took the plates off. I gave him 3 weeks to get this car out of here.
Okay.
He didn't take it. First of all, like I said,
how long was the car there?
Almost 3 months.
3 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why is the car there 3 months?
The car was here for collateral until I came back.
Collateral?
Yes. I tried to keep the car for collateral.
I did say to him in the beginning, give me the title. I'll get a couple of thousand in junk
but did you take the car as collateral?
No, I didn't take the car. The car's worth nothing. I'm taking collateral.
For collateral. That was the agreement right there. I said once.
But that makes no sense. Are you sure it isn't that you just don't have a place to store it and it'll cost you money to take it off of that place?
No, that's not
because all you had to do was hand him the title.
He
wouldn't
give me back the car. So I said, keep him for collateral until I give you the rest of the money.
You admit in your complaint that he sweat you to take it off his lot, right? Those are your exact words that he's going on. Well, those weren't your exact words. Those are my exact words. But your exact words were, he complained several times he had no room for my Kia and was tired of me chump changing him. Okay, so how is it then that you have a right to continue to store your car for free on his lot?
If he would have called, every time I try to call this clown, he's always an excuse. Oh, I'm in the hospital. He even told my son one day, my son happened to run into him, I didn't come by because I'm afraid, like in other words, like I intimidate him in some way. What?
You intimidate me, and I'm wearing a black robe.
Okay, so how long does this Kia sit there before it is officially abandoned on the defendant's lot?
30 days. I mean, who leaves a car out for that long?
Is 30 days a magic number, or is that just what you're guessing?
Definitely, I would say 30 to 45 days. Anything longer than that, then they abandoned it.
If you owned that repair shop, how long would you wait and feel comfortable before selling it?
15 days.
15 days?
Yeah.
Woo, you are an impatient lady. Okay, we are going inside the courtroom.
How old are you?
I'm 19, ma'am.
Okay, talk to me.
All right, this is what happened. I ran into him on Jericho and Huntington one time, and I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm not sweating. What's going on between you fathers? What's going on between your fathers? I have no part of that. He said, hey, I've been ducking and dodging you. I've been taking this street all the way down because I don't want to come to shop and avoid seeing you because I'm scared of you. And I'm like, why do you need to be scared? All you got to do is pay us our money and we just keep it moving. That is all.
According to you guys, he leaves it in the street to begin with?
Yes,
ma'am.
Right. I have pictures.
Okay, let me see the pictures.
I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? This dude
Did you leave it in the street or leave it on his lot?
I left it in his lot.
I left it on the street.
I left it behind the sign on his property.
Okay,
he
if the
took up the
guy
property.
is telling you, according to your own testimony, that you must pick up your car, that he does not have room for it, why do you not pick it up?
I was working. I didn't have time to pick it up.
And why are you suing for $5,000 when the Blue Book value is barely half of that, if it were in good condition as opposed to messed up condition? So where do you come off suing for $5,000?
It was worth for me, $5,000.
That's probably worth $5,000.
This white car is not his car.
Okay.
It's a green Kia.
Okay, so this is just demonstrating where he left the car. Go ahead. And?
Can I come up and show you?
Yeah, come on up.
Okay. Just go that side.
Come on, right here.
Okay. Okay, basically, this is where he left the car on the street right here. Correct?
Okay.
After maybe 2 weeks, what I did, I moved it over here where that Blazer is.
Okay.
My landlord kept harassing me. As you see, this is a tow, it's a tow truck, whatever. I moved it from over there down here, right? The neighbors was complaining because
all these are street parking, though, right? None of these are your parking.
Yeah, none of my parking, street parking.
Okay.
The neighbor kept complaining about because she couldn't back up, so I moved it from there to where that maximum is, and I went to see my dad on the 28th. I came back like that following week because I was at the wedding on the 4th, and that's when I get a phone call from him. Where's my car? I said, I don't know. He asked me where your car's at. I don't know. It was there when I left. Mm-hmm. Okay. He may have took it, as far as I'm concerned.
Go ahead, go back to So did you ever get a notice from the city that they towed your car? Or
No, I checked.
If he had any sense, that's the first thing you should have done.
Hold on.
He told me that the town took it. I went to the town. They said they had no record of my car being taken from that.
Maybe it got stolen. Did you ever report it stolen?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and it hasn't turned up?
No.
Okay. Well, Mr. Visano, the way I see this, if you yourself admit that he told you on many occasions, I don't have room for your Kia, I don't have room for your Kia, and you choose because you're busy working not to pick it up, who is that on then if something happens to the car? He clearly is not the custodian of your car. I don't think that you in any way, shape, or form left that as collateral. I think it was just free storage for you, so you just left it there because you don't have any use for it, okay? So he is not the custodian of your car, and unless you have evidence that he stole it, I don't know how it is that you can sue him for it. And as for your counterclaim against him for $450, you never paid the guy the $450. You have this crazy story how I get to it when I get to it, and that was our deal. That's never a businessman's. Yes.
Can I say something?
What? Doesn't look like it's going well for you yet?
To come to my shop that Monday with the police, and this man pulled out a knot of money like this, and I'm not giving you nothing. See, if I wasn't in my right frame of mind, I would smack the fire out of him. You understand me?
Okay.
Because he pulled out a lot of money. Meanwhile,
You're making Douglas nervous. Move over back and front. Okay.
I mean, I was really tight when he did that.
Yeah. Well, watch this. You owe the man $450. I'm entering a judgment against you for $450, and you're going to pay the man the $450. And on your lawsuit against him, $0. Okay? How's that feel? That feel good?
I feel great.
All righty.
I feel good, Your Honor.
Well, let's see what the plaintiff has to say about what's gone down in the courtroom here. What's your reaction to the outcome?
I wasn't prepared, and I'm not very happy. You know, It was my car. He just got rid of it, and he was lying too. So,
what do you think happened to the car?
I think he went to a chop shop and just got rid of it.
Well, you could have and should have picked it up. You think if you had to do again?
If he called me, I would have picked it up.
Yes, to call you. How many times does he have to call? How many?
I guess that's enough.
All right. Okay. All right. Right down this way. All right. Come on in here. Step on in here. How you feel? You tight? How you doing?
I'm really relieved about this because the simple fact, I try to work with. You can actually. I mean, I work with anybody, but this man burnt me 2 years ago for a few dollars. I didn't even bring all that up.
What happened there?
I did work on this same car Kia. He never paid me. Never finished paying me. But that's why people like me always going to be above. I stay in business, and the man upstairs always blesses me. And that's how I look at it. All right.
Harvey?
Funny thing happened in that case. The judge was about to rule for the defendant when the defendant just started interrupting. And this is a cardinal rule in any court case. You got to listen to what's going on with the judge and where the judge seems to be going. And if the case is going your way, if you hear the judge and you realize that the other person's on the ropes, there is one thing you have to do, and that is shut up.